One of the requirements for academic research is the use of scholarly sources. In the essay website, under Research and Related Skills, there is a page called Evaluating Sources, and in it there are links to the web pages that I will use to discuss this. Notice also that you have access to notes from the Hacker text about evaluating arguments and evaluating sources, as well as information about periodical sources. The University of Arizona has a page on their library website that does a great job of making the distinction between popular and scholarly articles, or popular and scholarly sources. There is a PDF version if you want to download it, and there is a tutorial so that you can go in and ask yourself some questions to see if you understand what the distinction is. First, look at the idea of popular articles. These come from magazines. As a general rule, these are publications that you would be able to find at the local bookstore. Popular articles are written by journalists or professional writers for a general audience. They use language that's understood by the vast majority of us. They rarely use full citations. They may tell us where they got the information or reference a source, but they don't give bibliographical information. Their audience is the general public, and the articles tend to be fairly short. Notice that Astronomy is a popular magazine. Even though it is a narrow topic, it still is aimed toward a general population. So popular sources, popular magazines, are those that are written for general population consumption and are intended for a general audience. Scholarly articles are published in journals. They are typically written by and for faculty at institutions, or by researchers or by scholars in a particular field or discipline. They use scholarly or technical language. That means it's much more formal. They tend to be about research, whether it is empirical research or it is research that is literary criticism. Scholarly articles include full citations for sources. They have either a work cited, a list of references, or a bibliography, depending on the format that they use. They often are refereed or peer-reviewed. We'll talk about what that means in just a moment. Book reviews and editorials that are in scholarly journals are still not considered to be scholarly articles. So there is that distinction. But let's look at what peer-reviewed means. When we talk about something being peer-reviewed, the first sentence addresses this. But peer-reviewed means that other people in the same field and with a comparable level of expertise review articles or information before it is published in order to maintain a level of quality or integrity in the field or in the work. So when we talk about something being published in a peer-reviewed journal or a scholarly journal, that typically means that it goes through a fairly rigorous review process before it's published. In a popular publication, on the other hand, an editor chooses what can be published. So it may be a single person making the decision. If it is a blog or an internet website, that determination is made by an editorial board, by an organization, or by an individual. So when we talk about a publication being scholarly, it is typically peer-reviewed, and again, that means that there is a level of review that a text is submitted to so that a degree of excellence or quality is maintained. Now back to the end of the University of Arizona's website. both magazines and journal articles are good sources for your work. But think about how you intend to use the information. If you're looking for background on a topic that's new to you, use a general reference, use a magazine, use a newspaper, and that will sort of help point you in the right direction, help you decide what more you want to look at. But when you are looking for academic information, when you're looking for reliable scholarly sources, you need to look at scholarly journals. We've talked about how you conduct searches in the library databases so that you can access this specific kind of text. So both types of sources are legitimate. One is aimed toward the general public. The other is aimed toward a better understanding of a particular discipline. And it usually has a more rigorous process for an article to be published. So be aware of the fact that you may use two sources from, for 101, you may use two sources from a general reference, and you must use at least 4 sources from scholarly publications. In 102, all of your sources must come from scholarly journals.